Is Cody Rhodes actually injured? The truth revealed following WWE SmackDown. Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes opened the latest edition of Friday Night SmackDown. Last week, Nick Aldis announced a high-stakes ladder match between the American Nightmare and Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble 2025. Rhodes expressed that he would go to war against Owens with no pinfalls or countouts at the Rumble. However, he also revealed that he was not medically cleared, leaving fans worried about the American Nightmare's health. The WWE Universe is wondering whether Rhodes is actually injured. Kevin Owens executed a brutal package piledriver on Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event last month after he lost the match against the champion, leaving the American Nightmare motionless in the center of the ring. The Stamford-based promotion informed fans after the show that the 39-year-old champion had suffered some severe injuries following the attack. It seems Cody Rhodes' injury angle is part of the storyline, as no concrete reports have suggested that the WWE Champion is genuinely hurt. The American Nightmare would not been in the ring taking bumps if he was legitimately injured. The star received vicious kicks to the head last week as Owens ambushed him. WWE would not have allowed the champion to take those blows if he was not 100%. The same goes for this week, as the American Nightmare was attacked from behind by Owens after the former's confrontation with Drew McIntyre. Although Rhodes was not allowed to compete on the latest episode of SmackDown, this seems to be all in kayfabe. The star is also doing house shows and defeated Kevin Owens in a steel cage match on December 30th. During a holiday tour, why WWE has not booked Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens on Raw Netflix. Next week's Monday Night Raw is set to make history as the weekly flagship show will make a monumental shift on the streaming giant, Netflix. The Stamford-based promotion has been working tirelessly to craft a perfect season premiere episode as multiple big matches have been announced for the show. There have been multiple theories on why Triple H has not booked the Owens vs. Rhodes match on the card on Netflix. Many fans expected Kevin Owens vs. Cody Rhodes to be booked for January 6th. The Stamford-based promotion likely kept a match to advertise the much-anticipated Royal Rumble 2025, which is less than a month away. Raw on Netflix already has a main event, namely Roman Reigns vs. Solo Sikoa in a tribal combat. The show is also set to host the intriguing CM Punk vs. Seth Rollins match. With such high-caliber matches already on the card, it made little sense to have the Rhodes KO bout on the same night. 5 reasons why Seth Rollins is currently more believable as a face than Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins have been at odds since the American Nightmare returned to WWE in 2022. The stars have had 3 matches, all of which Rhodes won. Rollins eventually turned face and even teamed with his one-time foe at WrestleMania 40 last year. That event also set both performers on different paths for the rest of 2024. Rhodes became WWE's top star and undisputed champion. The Architect lost twice at the Showcase of the Immortals. They have had varying levels of success since parting ways. But Seth Rollins is currently more believable as a face for the next 5 reasons that WWE and Vince McMahon became mainstream institutions when Hulk Hogan emerged as an all-American hero. He always won, defended America, and was the company's biggest star for a decade. John Cena followed suit, so much so that some fans started to tire of the superhuman face character. Rhodes fits that mold in WWE's current landscape and roster. Roman Reigns' comments about being a politician also speak to that persona as someone always trying to please the masses. Seth Rollins doesn't follow that playbook or try to be a superhero out of a comic book. Seth Rollins has a more exciting moveset. A strange fact about wrestling and who portrays heroes and villains is the set of moves each star uses. Monster heels are often bigger and more physically dominant, so they use tosses, throws, and strikes that are more effective due to their size. Faces can adopt many personas, but high flyers are usually best suited for heroic characters. Rollins is one of the best at blending high-risk moves with strikes and other holds. Rhodes does the same to a degree, but is more comfortable on the mat. The Architect has a frog splash, a phoenix splash, and other moves off the top rope. He's more exciting because many wrestlers don't overuse those moves. The WWE Universe has witnessed Seth Rollins' career ups and downs. He's been part of a group, his own man as a face, and a disillusioned self-professed savior. Through all of those changes, he's grown emotionally and psychologically. His actions and reactions, especially lately, are reasonable and understandable due to his complicated history with Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Since his WWE return, fans have only seen the smiling, handshaking Rhodes. He's essentially the same person, but ramps it up when pushed. Despite that, Rollins has baggage. It's why he always says he's a visionary, a revolutionary, and an architect. People can change and grow. One huge talking point in Seth Rollins' current feud with CM Punk is how Punk left WWE a decade ago. He criticized the company after he walked out because he had issues with how things were handled. Punk is entitled to his opinion, but he can't be angry when someone expresses theirs. Rollins did that every time Punk or another wrestler trashed his home. He vehemently defended the company and still does to this day. That he even blasted Will Ospreay a few years ago and does the same when AEW stars take shots at WWE each week. Rhodes defends the company, but is more of a toe-the-company-line type of star like Hogan and Cena. Number 1. Today's game is based more on realism, and fans are smarter. Today's product is much more different from what it was when things started in the 1980s. Fans had clear heroes and villains to root for and against. WWE often told the audience who to cheer and boo. And for the most part, the company got what it wanted. Fans smartened up through the attitude and ruthless aggression eras. Cena's constant conquering of any and every foe, including entire groups, was polarizing. The internet and social media also peeled back the industry's veil. WWE can still try to dictate who is pushed, cheered, and booed. Today's fans, however, can choose to follow the narrative WWE wants or cheer for the heels. Some stars like Kevin Owens, Punk, and MJF are so great at their jobs that it's hard to root against them. Seth Rollins considers others' opinions, unlike Cody Rhodes, who did with Owens. The Visionary supported Sami Zayn and the Usos, but declined a War Games spot due to his history with Reigns. Rhodes quickly cozied up to the head of the table despite fighting him for the last 2 years. WWE legend comments on potentially clotheslining Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has solidified himself as one of the biggest draws for WWE. The American Nightmare has had an incredibly successful 2024. There's no denying his fans are looking forward to how Cody will write his story in the new year. During a recent edition of Live Q&A on Backstage Pass, JBL was asked if he would be coming back to deliver his iconic clothesline finisher to Cody Rhodes. The former WWE Champion joked he'd be happy to hit Rhodes with his finisher. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? That's the freaking holy grail. That's the guy you want to clothesline. That's TH.